I definitely feel very settled here. I definitely call it home.
Mm.
Um, and I went home last year for 3 weeks, and it was my first time in 3 years. And actually, I had such a wonderful time. But by the end, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to get home now, meaning back here, it was a really, really nice feeling.
That is
But
an
how about
amazing
you? I
thing.
mean, you're a year in.
Well, I'm a year in and we're on a temporary contract. I feel
Yeah,
like we are serial moving country people, like I think we enjoy living somewhere for a time and investing in that, investing our time
yeah,
and our energy into what we're doing while we're where we are. And then we tend to move on. So or move back. But I think our next move in a few years' time will be not moving back, but moving on to another
oh,
country.
oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah,
Do you
so
think I heard this saying a while ago, and I really feel it applies to me, and I'm wondering if it is for you, but home becomes a person and not a place. And I very, very much feel like that with Andre. Even when I was before I moved here, that mental ability to just like relax is been with him.
mm,
So wherever he is, I guess is home. Do you have
absolutely.
that feeling?
100% completely that feeling. I think it's a very interesting question because as I grew up, I was very privileged. I had a lovely upbringing,
Yeah,
and my mum created home. So I had a sense of home. But from the age of 18 and moving away, I never had that sense of home because I was always in and out of rented accommodation for years and years and years. And
yeah,
I have never purchased a property. So, I've always lived this kind of style of renting. And my husband and I used to say, sometimes we'd live somewhere, but we would say we don't feel at home. So the finding of a home that was our physical place was very important. However, the two of us always feel at home with each other. And
yeah,
Michelle Obama says something amazing in a conversation with somebody about how she feels, home was where Barack is. And
yeah,
I shouldn't quote her, but, something in that vein. And when she said it, I was like, I couldn't say it better. And you're saying the very similar thing.
yeah,
And yeah, I think it's incredibly grounding that,
yeah,
if your heart is at home, the rest will follow, so everything else will kind of work itself out. So I do feel very at home because my husband's here. He's very happy in his move here, so that makes sense. And that
yeah,
ends up being like an anchor. If he was unhappy here, then it would throw everything into kind of why we're here. But because he's so happy, then that's like the pull of gravity for me to just be like, well, find your way, because this
yeah,
is where we are now. And and it's an opportunity to embrace and explore. And to be honest, having emerged from the smaller conversations that we were referring to, I actually feel very privileged, that I'm I have been up until now bound by not being someone who is allowed to work, and those constraints don't feel strong anymore because I'm more aware of the privilege of, you know, well, it's not, when I couldn't work, well, I can't work. And what
yeah,
can I
yeah,
do?
yeah,
But it took me a while to get into that headspace. But it's a wonderful place to now be, where I can explore and discover, and feel very grateful to my husband that he is able to provide, but also more so that I do, exactly as you said, feel at home wherever he is. And that
mhm,
makes moving countries exciting, because wherever we go next, so long as we're both happy with it, then
yeah,
I know we'll be at home, because, so it's,
exactly.
yeah,
Well, that's so sweet.
yeah. But I'm delighted you feel that way, because, you know, you are married to an American. Of course, you can go anywhere in the world, and being an artist, that really opens up avenues. You can take
Yeah,
that career with you now. You're not giving up on anything, so to speak. It can go with you. But the fact that you are marrying an American and have discovered your way and have made a career of your own choice, and like you said, you are responsible for how your experience of life is, and whether you're it's up to us to make ourselves happy. So I really hear that in
Yeah.
everything you've said, and it just is a discovery. It doesn't just happen overnight, but you know,
No,
so
and I think when
well
you
done.
look back, I don't. Oh, thank you. I don't know if you felt this way, but I try and look back at the beginning of my time here and think about all of the things that made me so nervous to start off with. I think it's important to do that in life anyway. Like, I remember getting my job offer at British Airways and thinking, "Oh my god, I just can't believe I've done this. Like, I can't believe that was me." And then all of a sudden you're in the uniform and you're doing the job in your sleep. It's just so funny that, almost a decade ago now, we were these nervous, brand new flight attendants, scared about every little thing we were doing. There's so many exams, and we were so kind of just scared about it all. And a decade later, we've lived the life, and we're both ended up taking very similar paths. Here we both are in the States. Yeah, amazing. I'm proud of us as well.
Yeah, I am as well.